Have you ever noticed how blessings can become so familiar, so much a part of our daily lives, that we forget to be grateful for them? It's not that we deny them, but we just forget. The comfort they bring can slowly dull our remembrance of the one who gave them. The Quran tells us the story of a people who learned this lesson the hard way. The owners of a garden, whose success made them forget Allah. Their story is a powerful warning, not just for farmers or the wealthy, but for every single one of us whose comfort might be distracting us from what truly matters. Allah says, "Indeed, we tested them as we tested the owners of the garden." These men inherited a beautiful, thriving garden from their father. He was a righteous man, known for his generosity. Every harvest season, he would invite the poor and needy to come and take their share. He understood that his wealth wasn't just his. It was a trust, a blessing from Allah that was meant to be shared, not hoarded. He saw his garden not as a possession, but as a responsibility. But when the father passed away, his sons saw things very differently. They looked at the same lush trees and abundant fruit, but their perspective had shifted. They no longer spoke of Allah's blessings. They spoke of profit. They didn't plan for charity, they planned for control. The conversation changed from gratitude to greed. Late one night, they gathered and whispered among themselves, hatching a secret plan. "Go early to your crop if you would harvest." They agreed. Their goal was simple. Get to the garden before dawn, harvest everything as quickly as possible, and make sure not a single piece of fruit was left for the poor. They weren't poor themselves. They weren't struggling. Their plan was born purely from greed. In their minds, sharing had become a loss, and showing mercy felt like a weakness. And in all their detailed planning, in all their careful scheming, they made one critical mistake. A fatal oversight. They forgot to say two simple but powerful words. Inshallah. If Allah wills. They spoke with such confidence, as if their success was guaranteed, as if the garden and its fruits belonged to them and them alone. They had completely written Allah out of their equation. That very night, while they slept soundly, dreaming of their profits, completely secure in their plan, Allah sent a silent decree. A divine visitor came to their garden, as the Quran describes. So there came upon the garden an affliction from your Lord while they were asleep. No storm raged, no fire was seen, no sound was heard, just a quiet, devastating command. By the time the sun rose, the garden was gone. The vibrant, green paradise that once bloomed with life was now nothing but a black, barren wasteland. It was burnt, ashen, and completely lifeless, as if it had been harvested clean and then torched to the ground. It was so unrecognizable that it looked like it had never even existed. Still completely unaware of the disaster, the brothers woke up early, just as they had planned. They walked towards their land, feeling confident, determined to execute their greedy scheme. But as they got closer, their confidence turned to confusion. This couldn't be their land. They must have taken a wrong turn. They looked at the desolate scene and said, "Indeed, we're lost." Surely, this blackened patch of dirt couldn't be their magnificent garden. Surely, Allah wouldn't take everything away from them. But slowly, painfully, the horrifying reality began to sink in. This was their land. This was their inheritance. This was the result of their own arrogance. One of them finally admitted the truth, saying, "Rather, we have been deprived." They weren't lost. They were punished. It was in that moment of devastating realization that the most mindful among them, the one whose heart still held a flicker of remembrance, spoke up. He had tried to warn them before. "Did I not say to you, why do you not glorify Allah?" His words broke the shocked silence, and the dam of their arrogance finally burst, replaced by a flood of regret. They turned to each other, not to blame one another, but in shared shame. Together, they cried out, "Exalted is our Lord. Indeed, we were wrongdoers." For the first time, they acknowledged the true cause of their ruin. It wasn't a natural disaster, a fire, or a storm that destroyed their garden. It was their own ingratitude. It was their own pride. They had planned everything perfectly, worked hard, and acted with precision, but they had deliberately excluded Allah from their plans. And in one night, Allah showed them just how fragile and temporary all worldly security really is. The Quran concludes their story with a chilling reminder. Such is the punishment, and the punishment of the hereafter is greater, if they only knew. This story isn't really about a garden or crops, it's about ownership. The brothers believed they owned the garden. Their father believed the garden was entrusted to him by Allah. That fundamental difference between ownership and stewardship was the difference between blessings and destruction. So what can we take from this for our own lives? First, gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's an action. True thankfulness is demonstrated through humility and generosity. Second, when we forget Allah, we invite loss into our lives. When our blessings start to replace our remembrance of Him, those same blessings become a test. Third, making plans without relying on Allah is a form of arrogance. Any success we have, big or small, exists only by His permission. And finally, wealth that doesn't benefit others will, in the end, only harm its owner. We live in a world that constantly praises accumulation and often treats generosity as an optional extra. This story is a powerful reminder that what we selfishly keep for ourselves can vanish in an instant. But what we give for the sake of Allah is what truly endures. So, take a moment and ask yourself, do my blessings draw me closer to Allah, or are they making me forget Him? Because a life rooted in gratitude can grow forever, but a life without remembrance can see its blessings disappear overnight. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more reflections.